Hi Retro Crew. Today we wanted to do a video on one of my favorite movies from 1986, Crocodile Dundee.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brian and we're the Retro Sons.
This is a really good movie. They spend a lot less time in Australia than I remember.
Yeah, I think that's the part I like about it more, though, when they're in Australia and it's showing him in his element.
Yeah.
But it is funny to see him in New York, like out of his comfort zone and trying to figure out how things work in, like, civilization, basically.
Yeah, and this one they start...
Well, where do they start?
Well, it doesn't start in Australia, but the beginning of the movie takes place primarily in Australia, and then they go to New York. In the second one, it starts in New York, and they go to Australia at the end. So they kind of flip-flop.
Right.
Opposite.
This one is really good, though.
Yeah.
And like you said, I like the parts when they're in Australia better.
Yeah, but it just shows that, kind of to show like how he's in his element there, and when he goes to New York, how out of place he really is.
Forget it, Donnie, you're out of your element.
It's a good movie overall, but I just like more seeing him in his element. Even though it is, like I said, I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, and well, Sue is the same way, or opposite of him. She's out of her element in Australia, but then when they go to New York, she's in her element. She knows what to do, and kind of shows both sides of it.
They're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, she's like the city girl, so she doesn't know. Well, she kind of knows how to survive. Like she knew how to shoot the gun anyway.
Yeah, so she's a little bit more in her element out there than he is in New York. Yeah,
but he was like taking too much care of her, I think, and it annoyed her because he thought because she was a woman she couldn't handle doing stuff like that.
You see, he's just a man.
So to show him that she could handle it, she went off on her own.
Yeah, I think nowadays a lot of people would be offended by this movie.
Probably.
It's like really sexist and really racist at times. Like the humor.
Right.
But back in the 80s, didn't really matter quite as much. Well, it did, but people didn't care about it as much, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it was done more for comedy than people get offended by it.
Can't they take a joke?
Just like All in the Family was very racist. Nothing like that would fly nowadays, but people just laughed about it back then.
Yeah, I don't think they could make the movie the same way today, though.
No. Unfortunately, probably not.
Yeah.
And there is a kind of sequel coming out, isn't there?
Yeah, it's about his son.
You mean another sequel?
I don't know if Paul Hogan had anything to do with it.
This one did have 2 sequels though already.
No more! I can't take it anymore.
Crocodile Dundee 2 and Crocodile Dundee in Las Vegas or Los Angeles or something.
Yeah, I don't remember that one too well.
I remember there's a skunk running across the road and his son thinks it's a cat.
Yeah.
So they'd stop and hold up traffic to get it.
Guys, it's just a skunk.
I remember little parts about that one.
Like I said, I don't remember a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure they go to Australia again though.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if they do.
No?
I don't think they do, but like I said, it's been years since I didn't say it, but it's been years since I've seen that one.
I didn't say that. I thought it.
The first and second are the ones I'm more familiar with.
Yeah, me too.
They're the classics.
Those ones I like a lot.
Yeah.
But in this one, he gets attacked by an alligator, and a reporter, Sue, I don't remember what her last name is.
Charlton.
Yeah, she hears about it and she wants to go do a story about him, so she goes to Australia and tracks him down.
Yeah, I like how he's like legendary.
Yeah.
At first, like if he had half his leg off and he crawled for days.
He crawled 100 miles out of the woods to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it turned out that it just bit him a little bit and he didn't even have to crawl out of the woods.
It was all a lie.
He's kind of like an anti-hero, really.
Right.
But from the stories he heard about him, which was probably his buddy Wally, like spreading the rumors.
Most
likely. He was a talker and he liked to talk it up more than it was.
Yeah.
Trying to draw business into their business.
Yeah. Trying to draw in customers.
Yeah, to their business.
Oh, it worked. On Sue, anyway.
I feel like Austin Powers.
Yeah.
What do you know about my father's whereabouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
But he was kind of a showman too, because like his first scene, he throws his knife into the bar, and then he comes in wrestling a fake alligator
or a dead stuffed alligator.
Yeah, I only remember that because I see it on the back, even though we just watched the movie last night. But like he made a big entrance, and
Yeah.
He probably spread some of the rumors himself.
Yeah, probably.
Rumors have begun to spread.
But anyway, she goes to Australia and tracks him down, and then he brings her out through the woods to where it happened and showed her the whole thing and told her the story. And then on their way back, she says he should come back to New York. And they kind of fall in love in like a day.
Yeah.
And she has a guy who proposes to her back home, so they've been going together for a while.
Right, Richard.
Yeah. And he's like a loser.
Kind of a
Guy
jerk.
who works at the newspaper with her.
He was rude and selfish.
So he's got money and he's powerful. Crocodile Dundee's just like a backwoods.
He's completely off the grid.
Like he's got good morals and things. Like people claim he's a poacher and he doesn't take kindly to that. Then they turn out to be poachers. They're going after the kangaroos.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said kangaroos like that, but did you hear it? The
No.
kangaroos.
I'll hear it when I edit this.
Yeah.
Okay, now we heard it. We all heard it, right?
So he like defends them and chases them away. Like
Yeah.
he shoots at them, but he doesn't like hit the people. He just shoots their gun or shoots out their lights, shoots their alcohol bottle they're holding.
Yeah, he's not a poacher. He just kills them if he has to save his own life or her life at one point.
Yeah. When he's in the city being mugged, he's just like, well, the most famous scene, that's not a knife, that's a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Then he cuts up his coat and he says, kids having fun.
Yeah, this kid's having fun.
Kids having fun.
Yeah, then someone steals a purse later on and he throws a can in a crowd of people and hits him in the head as he's running away.
Right. Like he can apply what he knows from the outback and living in the wild to the city.
To New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny seeing him learn what stuff is, like the bidet and all that stuff.
I'm learning.
Oh, they tell him there's 7 million people all living there. He's like, oh, 7 million people all choosing to live together. He thinks they're all like nice and friendly.
Yeah.
He's introducing himself to everyone.
Yeah.
He's like, I might see you around.
He doesn't understand the ways.
So he's just like a good, simple guy. And
Yeah.
he could get along with anyone.
But is he too likable?
Yeah, and Sue makes a joke about that later. She's like, you have to come out of your shy country shell or something.
Yeah.
It was just a joke.
And he doesn't get it, I don't think.
No, probably not.
And he doesn't get all the slang from everyone talking in New York.
No, but he's got his own Australian slang too.
Yeah, that they don't understand.
So it's just nice to see him out of his element, which
Yeah.
I keep saying. But I guess that's the takeaway from this. Well,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
the whole
much.
point of the movie.
And I didn't know that Paul Hogan wrote this movie either.
No, me neither.
Maybe at one point I did, but
Never really thought much about it.
no. Not until last night when we were watching and it said written by Paul Hogan.
I can't believe he wrote this himself.
It's that, I don't know, it's like fish out of water or small fish in a big pond type of thing. But
Kind of both.
You're a big fish in a small pond, but this here is the ocean.
So I think that's all I have to say about it. I don't know if you have anything else.
no, I think I've made my point.
Alright, so let us know if you've seen it. Let us know if you want a review on the sequel. Like, comment, and subscribe. There'll be an orb over here. Watch one of these two videos, and we'll see you in the future.
To talk more about the past.